Welcome to The Connection. I'm Emily Schaefer.
And I'm Alexis Garcia. Thank you for joining us.
Thousands of media students from across the country have gathered this week in Nashville for the 15th Annual Student Television Network Convention.
We brought our very own crew all the way from Lubbock, Texas to get a taste of the sights and sounds of a city that Business Insiders has called one of the top 33 trips everyone should take in the U.S. in 2018.
Many of country music's biggest stars got their start on Nashville's Honky Tonk Highway. Our Connection reporter Megan Russell found out what it takes to get the area ready and restocked for new visitors and performers every day.
When people think of Nashville's Honky Tonk Highway, they think of music, food, and fun. But what they never consider is the amount of work it takes to make that magic happen.
Oh man, you got people down here probably starting about 5 o'clock in the morning, getting down here. It probably takes a good 4 or 5 hours to get ready just for everybody to start coming down here.
But any given night, there could be as many as 20,000 people just from 5th on down to the river. I mean, if you think about, Broadway in particular, look up and down, all you see is bars. I mean, so just to keep those bars in stock, it takes a lot of work for a lot of people selling and stocking it.
The continuous beat of Nashville goes on because these hardworking individuals set the tempo. Reporting for The Connection, I'm Megan Russell.
Now let's go to Chloe Ramirez for a look at what the weather will be like while we're here in Nashville. Chloe?
Along with your cameras and tripods, I hope you packed your umbrella for this week's STN convention. Hi, I'm Chloe Ramirez with your forecast for the rest of this week. After you recovered from the craziness of the Crazy Eights competitions on Thursday, you'll see evening temperatures in the low 40s along with low cloud coverage. On Friday, expect a high in the 64 and a low of 57. There is also going to be a 40% chance of hearing that lovely beat of the rain through the afternoon and evening. We might just luck out on Saturday and escape the rain on St. Patrick's Day. The sun should come out, allowing temperatures to warm up to 65 degrees, but don't forget to wear something green. And whether you are heading home on Sunday or Monday, rainfall might affect your travel plans, so be sure to stay connected. That's it for your weather forecast. Emily, Alexis, back to you.
Thanks, Chloe.
When we come back, a look at the first round brackets of the NCAA basketball tournament.
And a breakfast recipe that will bring you back to your Southern roots.
Hey, welcome to the Omni Hotel. This is one of the best hotels in the world. Any desire you can find it right here. From the entertainment, to the music, to the people and the good service, all you ever desired is right here.
This music is it. This music is the beat. This music is what we need to be listening to.
The music is so great. The sound, the atmosphere of the old-timey towns. But you just walked into something strange, boy.
March Madness is here. Our Connection sports reporter, Andrew Gonzalez, has a look at some of the first round brackets. Andrew, what's going on?
That's right, Emily. March Madness is officially here, and many teams across America want to be the national champions. With each team playing as if it's their last in the single elimination tournament, the common rhythm is beating your next opponent. Here in Nashville, 2-seeded Cincinnati takes on 15-seeded Georgia State at the Bridgestone Arena on Friday night, followed by the first-seeded Xavier taking on the 16-seeded Texas Southern. Local underdogs, the Lipscomb Bison, are making their first ever appearance in the NCAA tournament. They will take on second-seeded North Carolina, hoping for an upset after a big win over top-ranked Florida Gulf Coast University in the Atlantic Sun tournament. And finally, we can't forget about our hometown connection to the madness, Texas Tech. The Red Raiders will face number 14 seeded Stephen F. Austin in the first round. Emily, back to you.
Thanks, Andrew. Alexis, I think we're in for a great month of basketball.
I love it, I can't wait. Besides music, Nashville is also known for its savory cuisine that will bring back memories. Chloe Bradley takes us into the kitchen for a classic Southern recipe.
Music isn't the only thing that brings people to Nashville. Food is also a major attraction. Today we'll be using some local ingredients to make a classic Southern breakfast. So what you're going to want to do is cut your bell pepper in half again. So essentially you want to cut it into fourths. We're only going to be using 1/4 of it because you only need about 1/4 for an omelet or so. And so we're going to do the same thing on the red peppers. So again, you're going to cut it in half. Now we are going to beat the eggs, and it is one of the most important steps because if you beat them too much, then they'll be a little runny, and if you don't beat them enough, then they won't be totally blended together. So just continue to whisk and beat the eggs. Okay, so now that we have it thoroughly combined, we are going to move over to the stove and start cooking. So now we have our pan heated on medium heat. We're going to add the cooking spray of your choice. And then after that, we'll put our eggs in. So after that, we'll just wait for it to cook and harden. Okay, so I think at this point, we can add in our ingredients. That's all we have from the kitchen. Back to Emily.
Thanks, Chloe. Finally, before you get back on the road again and head back home, no trip to Nashville would be complete without a visit to the Willie Nelson and Friends Museum. Our Connection reporter, Hennessy East, shows us a look at some of the history of country music.
Right or wrong, where you go, I'll tag along.
Willie Nelson is a famous singer, actor, and activist. He is one of the most famous musicians in outlaw country. He has acted in over 30 films and has co-written many books.
I just think he does what he wants. He loves what he does. So, I mean, I don't think he's like a normal person like us who has to work a 9-to-5 job. So, he just, to me, it's just freedom. Willie Nelson and Waylon Jennings and people like that, that pretty much, that's Texas outlaw music, and that's what I was raised on. And like I said, it's just some of the great music.
He is a passionate singer and writer. He follows his own beat.
Thanks for watching this edition of The Connection.
We'll be back next week with our regular edition from our studio in Lubbock, Texas.
We'll see you then.